Hey kids, welcome to yet another episode of Write-A-Lesbian with me, Marianne Sheridan, your token lesbian who is still here, and what a surprise, still queer. And before I get into this episode, which is kind of going to be a little brief, and well, I say that always in the beginning and then it ends up going the maximum, but I kind of feel bad for my best friend, who some of you on my Facebook and my MySpace already know. I'm counting down 23 days. Let's see, 18 out. Well, now it's about 16 hours and I don't know how many minutes till we are reunited after 30 years, exactly this year of not seeing each other. She is. I'm sitting here enjoying. Well, the sun's starting to go down, but I enjoyed 80-degree temps today, while she enjoyed snowflakes the size of footballs. So, with that said, my heart goes out to her and anyone and everyone up in the New England area that had to deal with that shit today. Which brings me to this, the topic du jour. And that is, first of all, hope. Especially these days, many of us, and not just here in the U.S., but around the globe, are feeling hopeless for many reasons, not just financial. But there are ways of bringing hope into your life that don't cost a dime. And first of all, of course, getting rid of the negative in your life is first and foremost. When you have that list of haves and have-nots, and you feel like the have-nots are here and the haves down here, when you really stop and think about it, I'd venture to say to you that you'd probably be amazed at the scale tipping back to more on the haves and less on the have-nots. And I'd also venture to say that there's quite a bit of negativity that lends itself to that list of haves that makes it fall over and topple into the have-nots. And what I mean by that is people that are not genuine. And this also ties into my reunion with my best friend. When love is real, and I mean real, not some Hallmark sentiment. I mean, it's not that Hallmark sentiments are not real; they're beautiful, many of them. But when it's real, genuine from here, when you say what you mean and mean what you say, and you back it up with action, that's real. Sure, plenty of you can relate to whether it's you yourself or it's been done to you by people that you that supposedly loved you, which is another thing that gets thrown around like candy, but actually in essence their actions proved otherwise. They tend to throw out there, I'll be there for you, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, and oh my God, yes, and it's all based on love. But when it comes down to actions, when you need them to be there, and I don't say this has any kind of price tag or cost or monetary value on it, it's just value, moral value. Back up your words with action value. When it comes time for that, these are the people that they're not there. And so it's either to stroke their ego, to hear themselves sound all wonderful and oh, whew, how sweet is that, like a Lifetime movie, and look at me, how wonderful I am on a grand stage, and everybody, yay for me, I said all these wonderful things and I'm all this, but you're really not. You know what, who needs that shit? I say clean it out. Get rid of it. Summer, spring, winter, whatever. 4-season cleaning, get rid of the negative, and you will soon find hope seeping in where otherwise you felt hopeless. And I say all that because I'm living this. My best friend and I were very, very close 30 years ago. And we got separated. Things happen in life. Life happens. Circumstances, whatever. And that doesn't really mean it have anything to do with it, because what happened is after 30 years of us last summer reconnecting, the first words on the phone together, it made those 30 years seem like 30 seconds. The feelings were there, that bond was tighter than ever, as stronger than ever on both sides, and that just tells you right there, it's proof of the pudding, so to speak, that the love was real. It was genuine. It sustained the test of time, regardless if we didn't talk over 30 years or not. It was living right here the whole time. And now, such a joyous occasion to be able to be reunited in 23 days is, I can't even put it in words, and all of you that know me or know me through my Write-A-Lesbian episodes know that doesn't happen very often. It takes somebody really special to render me speechless, and my best friend is just that special, and it's because she's real. There's no bullshit about her. It's as real as it gets, and I would wish that kind of a bond to all of you in your life. But if you feel that you don't have that, or you're feeling down, you're feeling out, I find another way to bring some hope back into your life by reaching out and doing something for somebody, a stranger, somebody you don't know, somebody that wasn't expecting it, and it doesn't have to cost anything. A simple hello if somebody looks down, you're in a grocery store, have a nice day to the cashier or something. Maybe she's had a rotten day, and you were just what she needed. And where you might feel like you're alone, by helping that person, you're helping yourself even more. And you're seeing that we are all connected, and you aren't alone. In essence, you aren't. And, something happened like a week or two ago. I think it was last week. I don't know how many of you were privy to this, or saw it on the news, or heard about it, or read about it, or however you get your information. But it just tells you how life is fragile, and it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from or what part of the planet you come from. This planet came damn close to some serious peril a week ago, and here we were all walking around and lost in our own little worlds and whatnot, with an asteroid that came somewhere between two different, I heard two different numbers, but 39,000 to 45,000 miles from Earth. And that's closer than the moon is to us. And then you go outside, you see the moon. That's pretty close. And this thing had the force and the power, had it impacted this planet, of 1,000 Hiroshima atomic bombs. Needless to say, we know what one of those did. So that just kind of makes us this tiny. It just knocks you right off. It should knock you off your pedestal if you happen to be standing on one. So I say to you, start looking at your haves and don't focus so much on your have-nots. And I'm guilty of that. God knows I am. But I work on it every day, and having my best friend come full circle and back to me and me to her, that completes me. The rest of it, chump change, in my opinion. Take those moments and run with them, because that's how quickly it can all be gone. Never mind illnesses and everything. An asteroid from outer space could take out half the planet, okay? How do you fight that? You don't. So, I say, don't give up. No matter how hopeless it seems for you, I don't make light of illnesses, terrible, accidents and illnesses and things that happen in life, but it's up to us to dig in there and to acknowledge we need to make a change. And then the change can occur. It might take time, sure it'll take time, but the fact is, once you acknowledge it, that's the first step to making it happen. And as always, I don't have the answers to everything, God knows, but I will be here for you like I always have, virtually, to listen, and I can guarantee you that much. If you're feeling like you have nowhere to go and no one to turn to, you come to me, you write to me, and I will listen, and I'll do the best I can to help you get through whatever it is you need to get through. So, keep hope alive. And yay, 23 days, 18 hours, 16 hours, whatever it is. I gotta look at the countdown clock. But visit me anytime you want on Facebook, on the Marianne Sheridan, and on my MySpace is myspace.com/Guinea_Mick. And I think that address is on my YouTube page, so you can get it there. But in the meantime, be good to you, first and foremost, and be good to each other. And don't forget, Write-A-Lesbian. Bye-bye.